Hey guys, Paul here from Make That Sea Change. Welcome back. Today we're going to talk about how to sell smartphones online. Massive market. Chances are you are watching this video on a smartphone right now. We're talking about smartphones, mobile phones, cell phones, wherever you live in the world, depends on what you call them. We've got smartphones, we've got tablets, we've got iPads, which are tablets, all those sort of things which people use day to day, all the time. I'm actually even shooting this video on a smartphone. I've got a little selfie stick behind the laptop here with my smartphone sitting on it, shooting this video. So, massive market for them, massive use for them. And if there's something you're interested in, maybe you could set up an online business around it as well. So, some stats from the posts that I've been looking at: 2.7 billion smartphone use. 2.7 billion smartphone users around the world. 70% of Americans have smartphones. 62% of smartphone users make a purchase on that device. Now that could be anything from purchasing movies to music. Music I think would be a common one. Photographs, anything, accessories to your phones, to camping gear, to whatever you purchase. 62% of people do it. People download apps, so on and so forth. So let's have a look. How do we sell smartphones online? It could be selling phones, could be selling accessories, and so on. So let's have a look at that. Now, the first thing we always look at when we talk about setting up an online business is to determine whether there's a market and determines who our audience is going to be. So again, having a look at the stats that I found for this, 170,000 people do a search for smartphones online. 4,300 do a search for smartphones for sale, which means that they're looking for purchasing. Smartphone comparisons, 320,000 buying smartphones, 320, buying smartphones, 135. Buy smartphones online, there's about thousands of people searching to buy smartphones online. Then you've got smartphone cases and covers and so on. So there is just so much there that people are looking for. Obviously a market for it. Trends, actually it was quite interesting. I expected trends to rise dramatically over the period. So I sort of thought that, smartphones not having been around for that long. Then I thought about it. I got my first smartphone in 1996. It wasn't a smartphone, it was a mobile phone. It was about that big. So mobile phones or cell phones have been around for, what are we now? That's 30, nearly, can't do my maths, 25 years they've been around, and smartphones have been around for a good 10 to 15 years. So I shouldn't be surprised by the fact that it hasn't spiked, but it has maintained a constant market. So there's definitely an interest there, definitely something people are looking for. So let's have a look. Now, when we talk about online businesses, there's two main things we need to worry about. Obviously, we need to worry there's a market. I think we're pretty happy that there's a market for smartphones. What is our niche and who are our audience? Now, smartphones themselves are a massive, massive audience, a massive market, massive niche. You have, as I mentioned before, we've got smartphones, we've got tablets, we've got particular brands. Samsung phones are very big at the moment, LG phones, iPhones, obviously. So you might have brand-specific smartphones. You might have you have accessories. You can have apps. You can talk about plans and contracts. Second-hand smartphones is a massive market. Obviously, then you can talk about apps. You can talk about usage techniques. You can talk about how you can test them, how you can make money using them. All those sort of things are niches and markets that you might be interested in looking at if you want to start an online smartphone business. Now we talk about that with problem solving. Let's say, for example, you're dealing with general smartphones. If I want to buy a new phone, I don't know what to buy. What am I going to buy? Your first post that anyone selling mobile phones or smartphones would be difference between Android and iPhone. What the difference? You'd review both them, then you might review the Samsung phone as opposed to the LG phone and give me options to which one you suggest I might want to get. It might be which are the best apps to load onto a new phone. Because I've got a new phone, I have no idea how to set up. How do I set up a new phone? What accessories do I need? If I'm working somewhere where my phone is likely to has a very high chance of getting wet? What are the best smartphone covers that the waterproof? What are the best waterproof smartphones? All those sort of things, storage, security, speed, whatever people are using it for. And then from there, think about your audience. What are your audience going to do? This phone here that I've shown you a second ago, that's actually my son's phone. He's 8, which I know you probably would think, why is an 8-year-old got a phone? It doesn't have a SIM card in it. He's allowed to play on that about an hour a week. Normally when we own a Pilates studio as well, so normally if we're teaching in a Pilates studio, he's allowed on his phone. He watches YouTube and he plays little games. If you're marketing to, obviously not going to be marketing to an 8-year-old, but if you're marketing to teenagers, what are they going to be using phones for as opposed to a real estate agent or a lawyer or a journalist, something like that? All those different variations of people, that they're using their phone for. What about a traveller? What's a traveller might want to, someone who does a travel blog or something like that might want a really good camera on their smartphone. Someone who is a real estate agent would probably want a good camera as well. Someone who's a lawyer is going to be able to want to read documentation and like on it. So all those sort of things are, think about your audience that you're targeting with your posts and with your information to try and determine how you can best sell the smartphone. If you're dealing with accessories, no good selling a pretty pink phone cover with a nice little bunny rabbit in the back if you're dealing with tradesmen who need it to be strong. That's, a cover like that is rubber, it's strong, he drops this all the time, it doesn't break. Whereas, the little print, if I bought my son a pretty pink smartphone cover with a bunny rabbit in the back, he's not going to want that either. So think about who you're targeting and what it is that you're trying to do. So making sure that you've got all those covered again, and then you got the other aspect of people who just want a phone to make phone calls. My mum just wants a phone to make phone calls. She'd have the old Nokia doot phone if she could find one. I think they're coming back actually, but you get the gist. So make sure that you understand what your niche is. So what target of smartphones are you going to have? Is it going to be smartphones themselves, second-hand smartphones? Is it going to be covers? Are you going to look at accessories, apps, programming your smartphone, all those sort of things? Think about where you're going to target, and put some good consideration into who your audience is going to be and what problems they will be solving. And think about yourself. Whenever you do a search online, you're trying to solve a problem. So you need to consider that as you're writing your posts, as you're convincing people to purchase from you. So let's talk about purchasing from you. How do we do that? Now, if you're setting this up as an online business, there's a couple of methods that you might want to look at from an online business. The first one's affiliate marketing. Now, affiliate marketing is a process where you write about smartphones. For example, you might set up an affiliate business through Samsung. They have one. You might set one up. I'm not sure if Apple have one. I'm sure they probably would. You'll set up your affiliate marketing through affiliate marketing company. You'll write all about Samsung phones, and you'll list all the best cases for them. If you're a trader, get this case. If you're in real estate, get this case. If you want it for your kids, get this case. If you're working near water, get this case. And you'll link off to these companies that sell either the phones or the accessories or whatever. When people click on those links and purchase from the company, you get a commission. That's how affiliate marketing works. That might be something that you'd look at if you're looking to make a business with smartphones. The next option you've got here is drop shipping. Probably not as big as some other niches when it comes to drop shipping. What drop shipping is that you actually handle the sale. You set up almost like a wholesale agreement with a vendor. It's the same thing as affiliate marketing, except the difference being that with affiliate marketers, you link people off. The vendor sets the price, whereas with a drop shipping arrangement, you set the price. So you might be able to raise your prices, drop your prices to market areas. You might drop your prices leading up to Christmas as a bit of a pre-Christmas sale, or post-Christmas or Black Friday or something like that. You can get into those sales. You have full control over the sales price, but you have to deal with all the customer sales. You have to process the sale. And with drop shipping, then once you process the sale, you send the wholesale payment, and probably generally plus a little drop shipping fee to the wholesaler, and then they ship it for you. So you're still not holding inventory, you control the sale. And then from there, you can go to selling your own. So you can take wholesaling to a whole new level. You might decide to fill your garage up with smartphone covers and just sell smartphone covers from home. You might sell, protected smartphone covers. Massive market on eBay for that. I don't think I've ever bought a smartphone cover anywhere but from eBay. And a lot of them are, local. Big markets from where I live in Australia, there's big markets for that in the Asian market. In North America, I know it goes into South America. So, you might be able to set up your own wholesale in from those areas and then ship them out yourselves. You can also then go to kiosks and local markets and things like that and sell them traditionally over, person to person, take the cash for them. That could be another way you could sell smartphones. I do know of heard a guy recently who lives in Japan. He rents smartphones to people who come over for ski trips. So you get to Japan, you rent your smartphone for 2 weeks because it's a Japanese number, you can do all the stuff there. Then when you leave, you give the phone back to him, off he goes. Smartphone rental, who'd have thought? There's another avenue that you might want to think about. And that can work with secondhand, if you've got secondhand phones as well. So think about that, whether you want to affiliate market, drop shipping, selling your own phones, you might want to rent them out, go from there. What do we need to do that? Well, you're going to need a website. If you're affiliate marketing, drop shipping, you'll probably need a website because that's how you attract people to your business. You write posts on how to solve problems. Think about the posts you're looking at this video in, how to sell smartphones online. So if someone's gone into the search engine, undertaken a search, how do I sell smartphones online? They find this post. This post is solving problems, telling you how you can sell smartphones. So you'll need a website. If you need a website and you don't know where to go to the bottom of this page, click on where it talks about my 4-step method, click on that link, join Wealthy Affiliate. It's free. You can build your own website for free. It's a site Rubik's subdomain. You can build your own website, start going. There's 2 lots of training, which I should talk you through creating a website, totally free. Now that's out the way. Talk about, then you can promote on social media. So if you're using YouTube, you might be able to show people how to use apps on YouTube. You might show people how to actually set up smartphones and things like that on YouTube. Join like-minded groups. Facebook groups are very good for this. Very good for getting ideas on how to sell, on what people want to know, how to sell to them, because they're telling you what problems they've had. You won't be able to spruik your page to them in most cases, but they're telling you in real time what problems they've got. So that's another very good way of selling. And that's it. Find your niche. So what about smartphones do you want to sell? What do you want to narrow down to? Think about who you're going to target, what their problems are. So if you're targeting teenage girl uses a phone, they use all the the social media apps. What's the best phone for them? Think about what they want. Think about how they're going to digest your information. What's going to contribute to them purchasing from you, whether it's affiliate marketing, whether it's drop shipping, whether you're selling your own, whether you're renting phones, whatever it is you're trying to do. Thanks guys, hope that was helpful. As usual, if you're watching this on YouTube, please click like below, please subscribe to my channel. If you're watching this within the post, please comment below any questions, anything you need to know. If you need help, please let me know. I'd love to hear from you. Okay, until next time, have fun guys, thanks, bye.